Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you. So I think you all would have prepared for that, and just one sentence per person. Okay, not more than that. We just need one example. Okay, we are not forcing you to tell so many examples or sentences like that. Okay. Okay, so I think we can begin. It's been more than 10 students now. Okay, so we can start the session. Okay, so first we will move on to the picture activity, and after that we can, you all can share your examples. Okay, and in the last class, in the previous class, we discussed five topics, and all the five were really interesting, right? Even in my experience, out of all the classes, of the six classes which we have conducted so far, last session was so interesting because you all came up with new ideas, and the most happy thing is you all started speaking. That is the achievement that I have gained. Okay, so that is what I'm expecting in all the classes from today also. Okay, and okay guys, so
மனோ
congratulations
எப்படி
for
இருக்கீங்க?
developing yourself. Okay, and now
எப்படி
I'm
இருக்கீங்கன்னு
moving on to the picture
இருங்க, ஒரு நிமிஷம்
activity.
இருங்க.
Just a minute.
இல்லை இல்லை, என்னோட கிளாஸ் ஒன்று போயிட்டுருக்கு, அது ஒரு 2 நிமிஷம் கேளுங்கன்னு. இல்லை இல்லை இல்லை, என்னோட கிளாஸ் இல்லை, இன்னொரு டீச்சர் எடுக்கிறாங்க. ஒன்றும் இல்லை, நான் எது கூப்பிட்டேன்னா, நீங்கள் ஃப்ரீயாக இருக்கு ஒரு 2 நிமிஷம் என்னோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டோட பேசணும். நீங்கள் சும்மா ஃபோனில் நான் ஒரு பொண்ணோட நம்பர் தரேன். உங்கள் ஊர் ஏரியாவில், அந்த ஏரியாவில், நம்பியூர் ஏரியா, அந்த பொண்ணுக்கு எல்லா திறமையும் இருக்குது. பட் ஆனால் இந்த 12th அந்த ஃபெட்டிக் ஆகிடும் இல்லையா, அதாவது ரொம்ப படித்து முடிச்சு அப்படியே அப்படியே விட்டுறலாம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஃபீலிங் இருக்குது. அதில் நான் அவங்கள மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். நீங்கள் ஒரு வார்த்தை, நான் உங்கள் பக்கத்து விடுறாமா, நல்லா ஜாலியாக இருக்கேன் அப்படி இப்படிங்கிறத ஒரு 2 வார்த்தை சொல்கிறீங்களா? ஓகே, நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். ஒரு யூ வில் பி ஃப்ரீ ஃப்ரம் 4 to 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. எப்போ வேணால் பேசலாம். சுபாஹரினின்னு பேர், அந்த பொண்ணோட நம்பர் அனுப்புகிறேன். ஓகே ஓகே.
Okay guys. Okay, so this is, hope you all know that what is a picture activity is. So picture activity is all about a picture will be shared in the screen. Okay, a picture will be shared on the screen, and you all are supposed to speak something about the picture. Okay, just for 1 minute or something. Okay, even you can just tell 2 or 3 sentences, whatever you see in that picture. Okay, so nothing more than that we are expecting. Just we want you to speak out. Your listening skills as well as your observation skill is observed here. Okay, that is we note your observation skills. So first of all, I want to know what building is this. Is anyone aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Who is that? Stephen? Is it Stephen?
No, ma'am.
Your voice is so feeble. Can you just speak? Yeah. Yes. Now you are audible. Yes.
It is Paris.
What is this place called?
Paris, Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower. Yeah, exactly. This is Eiffel Tower of Paris. Yeah. So this is a beautiful picture which is available in pixels. Okay, and you can also download so many such wallpapers from pixels. Okay, Pixel Images is offering so many pictures nowadays. Yes. So what all do you observe in this picture? You can start with Sanjeev. Yes, Sanjeev, you can go ahead.
Hold on.
Yes, please. Is Sanjeev there in the meet?
Audible.
Actually, the voice is breaking. Okay, okay, I will do one thing. You can speak a few minutes later. Okay, now I'm moving on to the next one. Okay, so just check your connection. Okay, just you can remove the headset and you can plug it again. Take the headset out of your phone and again you can insert it. And sometimes the issue is due to the internet connection. Okay, so you can try like that. Okay, meanwhile, I'm moving on to the next person, Jenny. Yes, Jenny.
Ma'am?
Yes, you have to tell something about this picture. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it's still so disturbed. Actually, it's like you are speaking from somewhere so far. Okay, that's what I'm telling because there is some disturbance in the middle. Yeah.
Now it is audible.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's good. Yes, now it's good. Yes, Sanjeev. Yes.
Yeah.
After Sanjeev, we
Yes.
can move to Jenny.
Yeah, ma'am. It is one of the most tallest tower in the Paris. Everyone knows about this tower. There are so many beautiful views under on the top of the tower. And Paris is the one of the most beautiful country in the world. And
Yeah. Okay.
um,
Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, very good. Thank you. So next is
okay.
Jenny.
Ma'am,
Annapurni madam, you can show some other pictures also. Same picture if they want them to tell, they cannot say anything more, no?
No, no. Actually, there are so many things to observe, sir. You can see in that picture because I'm not focusing on the Eiffel Tower because if
Yeah, I
Eiffel
know,
Tower
but
is
but
something which
it is not visible.
uh,
But it is not visible. You have to make it big.
okay, okay, yeah. Then I will zoom it. No issue.
Zoom it, yeah, because it's not
Yes, you can
visible.
see so many things. Yeah. Okay, okay. You can see so many things here. Yeah. You can just try it. Yeah. Okay, I have zoomed it. Yeah. Now you can tell things. Yeah. Yes, Jenny, you can continue, ma.
Paris is the most beautiful city in the world, ma'am.
Okay. What do you see in the picture? Anything? Any idea about that?
Um,
What do you see in the inside the picture? What all can you see? Only apart from Eiffel Tower, there are also many other things. For example, I
Sky
will.
Park.
Okay, sky. Okay, good. Okay, what is the color of the sky now?
Blue and white.
Blue and white. Okay, fine. So there is a blue and white colored sky above Eiffel Tower. Good. Okay, so next we can move on to Stephen.
Eiffel Tower is
Okay.
Eiffel Tower is biggest tower in the world.
Okay, guys, actually, see, I'm not supposed to speak in Tamil, but it is just an instruction. Eiffel Tower வந்து இந்த பிக்சர்ல இருக்கு. Okay, I agree that. ஆனா Eiffel Tower இருக்குங்கிறது இல்லாம நீங்க அந்த Eiffel Tower பத்தி உள்ள ஃபேக்ட்ஸோ இல்ல அது எந்த சிட்டிங்கிறதெல்லாம் நீங்க சொல்லணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. ஓகே, யூ கேன் வாட் வி ஆர் ஆஸ்கிங்னா இந்த பிக்சர்ல நான் வந்து ஜூம் பண்ணி வச்சுப்போம். ஆஃப்டர் ஜூமிங் இட் வில் பி வெரி கிளியர் ஃபார் யூ டு see the things. ஓகே, அப்ப அதுல நீங்க என்னதான் பாக்குறீங்க? லைக் ப்ரீவியஸ் கிளாஸ்ல நம்ம ஒவ்வொருத்தர் ஒவ்வொன்னு சொன்னாங்க இல்லையா? அங்க ஒரு சேர் இருக்கு, அங்க ஒரு டேபிள் இருக்கு, there is a window இதெல்லாம் சொல்லி you describe so many things, right? லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல வந்தவங்களுக்கு they might be familiar. அது மாதிரி இந்த பிக்சருக்குள்ள என்னெல்லாம் பாக்குறீங்க? That is what
There have
okay for
the gardens, garden trees,
yeah, yes, good.
bus, car, human beings.
Human beings. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, Stephen. Okay, good. Next is Devadarshini.
Yes, ma'am.
Class
Ma'am, peoples. Hello.
It's not people's, ma. It is people. Okay, people's. No, we should not tell. It's people. Okay.
People. Car, bus, trees.
Please. Okay, so try to just change your slang. Like instead of telling trees, bus, instead of telling that is coming, right? You can no, you can just hear that the Tamil sound is coming along with that English sound, right? Trees, bus. So we should not tell like that. How we have to tell is trees, bus, cars, like that. Okay, so try telling like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what is okay? You can see one road. You said okay, and you can see a lot of people. You said. Apart from that, what else can you see?
Vehicles, bus and cars.
Yeah, bus and cars. Okay.
Yeah, bus and cars
Okay, so hmm.
are
Okay, so
passing
next is
under the
Saundarya.
tower.
Yeah, yes, you're right.
But
Next is Saundarya. Saundarya, are you there? Okay, so next we can move on to the next one. Who is willing? Anyone can come forward.
Ma'am, the statue also will have.
Sorry, the statue? I can't hear. I didn't hear. Sorry.
Left side.
yes, ma'am. So many buildings are behind the tower, and so many trees are
Yeah.
aside in the tower. And
Very good, very good. And someone said there are statues in front of the Eiffel Tower. Yes, you have noted it. Very good. There are two statues you can see. One is in the left and the other one is in the right. That is just in front of the tower, Eiffel Tower. You can see two small. If you zoom the picture well, you can see. Even in your mobile phones, you can zoom the picture. Okay, then you can. It will be a little more clearer for you. Okay. Okay. So next, who is there? Okay, come on. I think Soundarya is not there in the meet. So Pranav, are you there? Pranav?
Ma'am, shall I?
Yeah, who is that?
Jaya, ma'am.
Yeah, Jaya. Yeah, good morning. Yes, Jaya. Please continue.
The people are crossing the road.
Good.
The trees are around the Eiffel Tower. The trees
Very
are
good.
so attractive and colorful.
Very good. Very good, Jaya. Good. Thank you so much. And next is who is the after Jaya? You can volunteer. You can volunteer yourself and you speak. No issues. Okay.
Buildings are back of the Eiffel Tower.
Buildings are back of the Eiffel Tower. You can tell behind the Eiffel Tower. Right? You can tell behind. Okay.
Usually
Then
the tree, usually the tree's color will be green. This is autumn season, so it is in red and yellow color.
wow, that's great. Very good. Good observation. Very good. Okay. And yeah, apart from that, okay, I think you have covered almost all the points. I think okay, and from my side, I will just tell one thing. You can even see a small meadow. Okay, meadow means something. It's like a lawn. Okay, in some restaurants or in some hotels, you can see some lawns. It will be full of green grasses. Okay, sometimes they don't see. We can see sometimes artificial grass is seen. Okay, natural grass is something which will not be equally in green color. Okay, only if you go to some places like in Kerala, there are so many places where you can see full of green grass. Okay, fields full of green. Okay, but sometimes in lawns, sorry, in hotels and restaurants, you can see lawns which is made up using artificial green grasses. Okay. Likewise, this is not artificial. I think it seems to be natural, but you can see some lawn-like thing. Okay, see the green color thing before in front of the Eiffel Tower. You can see, and some vehicles are parked there. Okay, and it's a junction-like thing. There's some red color box-like thing, right? It's like the post box in our country. We will have post boxes in our country, right? Likewise, there is some other thing in the place, and even I'm not aware what it is. Still, it looks like a junction. It is look a junction. Okay, so very good. So you have tried your level best to speak out. Okay, and you have almost covered all the points. Okay, even you can tell the simple points like there are so many parking areas and there is a yellow color wall. Okay, even each and minute details can also be spoken. Okay, it is not necessary to always tell only the big matters. You can also focus on small things. Someone said me that yeah, there are two statues, right? So he has observed it very well, and that's the reason he got it. So even the statues, if you just look at the picture once, if you look at the picture one time or two times, you cannot observe the statue. If you deeply focus on that, then you can see I have zoomed it in my screen. So this is the maximum zoom I can do. You can see one statues like a lion statues, right? Here, and also in the right side, you can see one. There is a lamp post. Lamp post is like we used to see street lamps, street lights. Okay, that is what we call lamp post. The lamp will be connected over that post. Okay, so everything is important in a picture activity. So you should not skip anything. Okay, so whatever you see, you can express it. Anyways, it was a good attempt, guys. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the main session. So I think now totally 10 students are there, right? Archana, Jenny, Jaya, Lakshmi, Devdarshini, Sanjeev, Soundarya, Srinidhi, Stephen, and Pranav is not there in the meeting. Okay, I think Pranav will join late. Okay, guys. So today, I want you all to just come forward with one example for the topics which we discussed in the last class. Okay, so this was the section which we discussed in the last class. So the first one was expressing decided future activities. So for example, I'm not going with all the examples, just one example. We are telling future activities in present tense. Okay, the CM inaugurates the science forum on Monday at 12 noon. It means that it is a future activity. The CM has not yet inaugurated. He is going to do it on Monday or Tuesday something. So it is a future activity. But we are telling it in present tense. Okay, how to know what is present tense? Here it is given as inaugurates. Inaugurates or inaugurate means it is in present. Okay, so this is what, and one more example I am asking. When does the USA president visit the Taj Mahal? Okay, likewise, I want one example from each one of you. So starting with Jenny.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Yes, it is very easy for you. Don't take so much time, guys, because we have to take move on to today's class also. Okay, so only one example, quick. Yes. Okay, so next is Devdarshini.
ma'am.
Yes, I want an example. Please come up with your examples. Yeah.
When does the USA president visit the Madurai?
Visit Madurai. Okay, we will not tell the Madurai because Madurai is a place. Okay, so before a place, a name and all, we will not use the. I can't see. We won't tell the Devadarshini, the Pranav, the Annapurni. We can't tell like. Okay, because it is a name of a person, place, noun. So before a noun, we don't use the. But Taj Mahal is the build. It's a monument inside Delhi. That's why we are using the. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It's just like a building. It's just like a building. It's a monument. That's why we are telling the. Okay. So anyways, good example. Thank you. So next, Stephen. At least try to tell using these examples itself. Just change the name of a place or the person's name. You can use these examples itself and try telling, like how Devdarshini said now. Instead of Taj Mahal, she said Madurai. Like that, you can try any examples. For example, here it is given when does the USA president? I can tell when does the Indian president. Yeah.
When does the USA president visit the Taj Mahal?
I want something new, Stephen. I am asking something new from your side, not to read the PPT. There are a lot of places in India. You can tell at least any one.
When does the Indian president visit the Taj Mahal?
Okay. When does the Indian president visit the Taj Mahal? Okay. So next is Jenny. Are you ready? Try some other example. Okay. Just don't go with the same example, please.
Okay, ma'am. introduced the chief guest?
Jenny, you are reading the same thing in the PPT, Jenny. I want you to tell something new. Try telling something new. Like, instead of chief guest, try using some other name. That is how we have to learn, ma.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. Be ready, guys. Okay, I will be calling your names.
Who introduced the actor?
Who introduces the actor? Okay, good. Okay, so try changing at least one name like that. Instead of chief guest, you are telling actor. Okay, that is what I am asking at least. You don't need to break your heads. Ayo, what will I tell now? No need to get confused or get tensed. Okay, so who introduces the actor? Good. So next is Jaya. Jaya. Jaya, have you attended the last class?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so this is, can you tell one example like the one given in the screen? This is very easy for you. No need to understand the concept. You can just read the examples and just try telling one example.
Annapurni,
Like
Annapurni, this Lashmi is raising her hand so many times, but you have not asked her to talk.
Sir, actually, I am focusing on the screen, sir. That's the reason I can't see the main
No,
thing.
that's
I'm
right.
using the
But
mobile
that's right. You
phone.
know, you give her a chance because it's coming in the screen. She has been asking for so many times. No, you
Yes,
did
yes,
not
I
mention
can
that
see.
name. See that all the 10 names you can mention. Anybody like that.
Yes. But I am not able to see the screen. I'm only focusing on the
No,
PPT,
no,
sir.
that's
I'm
okay.
using
That's
mobile
okay. Now,
phone,
now you give
not
her a chance. No,
laptop. That's the reason.
no, now
Okay, yeah.
you
Who is that?
give her a chance now.
Yes. Who is that? Yes, you can come.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
when did the principal interacts with the children?
When did the principal interact with the children? Good. Okay. But that is actually past tense. Okay. If you are using did, whenever you use did, it is for past tense. Okay. That means why you are asking when did the principal interact with the children? So it means that the principal interacted yesterday or a day before yesterday or last week or last month. Like if you are using did, it means it is already completed. Okay, but here you can see when does. When does means the principal has not yet interacted. She is going to do. He or she is going to do. So you can try when does the principal interact with the children. Can you understand the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Anyways, good example. Thank you. Okay, so who is next? Is anyone raising their hands? You can unmute and speak. That is what I'm telling
Yes,
from the
ma'am.
first class, guys. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. When
Yeah.
does the Indian president visit the Tanjavur temple?
Okay. So next, who else is ready? No need to raise your hands. Switch on the mic and speak, guys.
Better the boss visit the construction company.
Sorry, I can't hear. Your voice is breaking.
When does the boss visit the construction company?
Okay. When does the boss visit the construction company? Good. Very good. So next. Yeah, who is ready? You can come.
Ma'am.
Yes. Yeah.
When does the president interacts with the students?
When does the president interact with the students? Okay, fine. Okay, so here say interact. Okay, no need to tell interacts because the president. If you are telling when does the president, it will become interact. Okay, that S is not required. Okay, very good. Who is that? Jaya or Saundarya? Their voice is similar. That's why I'm not.
Jaya, ma'am.
Was that Jaya? Yeah, Jaya. Okay, Jaya. Fine. Okay, so have you all completed? Is anyone left? Is anyone left? Okay, so anyways, now I'm moving on to the one more. There is one more topic. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, expressing repeated actions in restricted context. So this is nothing but we discussed like some activities or some habits which we don't do it often. Okay, we don't repeat it every time. Okay, but we will do it only in a restricted like in a restricted moment. Okay, or we can say that restricted context is something that doesn't happen every time. Okay, it doesn't happen every time. It comes only rarely, but whenever we do that, or whenever we come across that restricted context, we will do something repeatedly. So, for example, we said, you can see the third example. What do you do whenever you suffer from cold? It means cold will not come every day or all the time. We don't have cold. Okay, cold comes only during the seasonal times. For example, in peak summer or in peak winter. Okay, if the climate is extremely hot or if it is extremely cold, then we all catch a cold. Okay, some people even catch fever. Okay, fever is something above cold, right? If you are caught with a fever, then you will be totally tired for minimum for 2 days. You will be tired. You will not be able to go to workplaces or schools or colleges. You will be sitting inside. Okay, especially in the recent days, we are so much afraid if we get a fever or a cold because of that COVID. Because we suspect, oh, is this COVID? Okay, we suspect, oh, is this COVID-19 or is this swine flu? We start doubting, and that's the reason we are so much what to say secure. We have to be secured nowadays. Okay, so here we can see what do you do whenever you suffer from cold. So cold doesn't come every time, it comes only rarely, and that is a restricted context. Restricted context means this is the example for restricted context, suffering from cold. Okay, but whenever you suffer from cold or whenever you catch a cold, you will do something repeatedly. That is, we all have some home remedies, right? We all use some home remedies in our houses. And some people say that we can eat tulasi leaves and boil the tulasi leaves in water and you can drink it every time. Okay, there are a lot of such habits, home remedies, which we follow in our houses. Likewise, the repeated, so that is called what we can call repeated action. Repeated action means each time, whenever you get cold, you eat tulasi leaves. That is repeated action. So repeated action is done in the restricted context. So what is the restricted context now? Getting cold. Okay, so likewise, I asked you to prepare some examples like that. Just one example. Is anyone ready with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. It's Sanjeev. Yeah.
What do you do whenever you got a bike?
What do you do whenever you bike? You mean a BIKE bike?
Yes, yes.
What? Okay. What do you do whenever you get a bike? Okay.
Sorry, get a
You
bike.
can use get a bike, not got a bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do whenever you get a bike? So it means that you don't have a bike of your own, but if someone gives you a bike, what do you do? That's what you're asking, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Because yeah, what means if you get a chance to ride a bike, what do you do? That's what you are trying to communicate.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. So next, is anyone else ready?
How do you spend your money when you get pocket money from your parents?
Wow, very good. How do you spend your money when you get pocket money? Good, good. Very good. So next, anyone else? Soundarya, Jaya, Stephen, Jenny, Devdarshini, and Naushad. I think there is one Naushad, right? Yeah, let me check out the names. Lakshmi. Yes, there is a Lakshmi in the group. Naushad, Afsana, Srinidhi. Yes, Srinidhi is there. Okay. Yes, there are so many in the meet. Yes, guys, come on.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes.
which temple is your visit we near to go to Chennai?
Which temple you visit whenever?
Go to Chennai or Madurai?
Okay, okay. Which temple you visit whenever you go to Madurai? Whenever you should also tell that you. Okay.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
think I didn't hear that. Okay. So whenever you means we are asking this to someone. Okay. So you should always address that person. You or your should always address. Okay. So anyone else?
Ma'am, yes.
One more. Yeah, yeah.
What color do you choose whenever you get time?
Color. Color and time. Is there any relation between that?
For wall, ma'am.
What color do you choose whenever you get time for wall? Okay, but I can't connect it to the time and the wall. That's what I'm telling. Color and time, there is no connection, right? You can try like this. What color do you choose whenever you buy clothes or whenever you buy dress? Okay, you can ask like that. Or what color do you choose whenever you paint your house? That is also a good example because each one will choose their own colors, right? Some people will choose dark colors inside their houses. Some will be choosing light shades, bright shades. Okay, so that is what we are expecting here. Okay, guys. So the others? You can do one thing. You can just go through this PPT. I will be forwarding this PPT in the group. Okay. No, I will not actually. We have decided not to share any other PPTs or recorded sessions in the group. But this is for the students who have missed the previous class. This PPT 5 alone will be posted in the group after the class. Okay. So the others can just go through whatever is. Yes.
Ma'am, I tell you an example.
Yes.
What is
Yeah.
the first ride you play whenever you go to amusement park?
What did you say? What is the first ride?
Yes.
What is ride means? You mean that there are so in okay, I understood. Okay, yeah. In amusement parks, have you gone to amusement parks?
Yes.
Okay, which amusement park?
Wonderla.
Good. Okay, fine. Okay, Lakshmi. So you are Lakshmi, right? Lakshmi.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
name is Lakshmi. Okay, ma. Thank you. Okay, so today yeah, now I'm moving on to the next PPT. Okay, and we are beginning with the topics saying whether an action has been done or not. So totally we are discussing 4 topics today. The first one is saying whether an action has been done or not. Okay, so we have sometimes we come across so many situations where there are actions, okay, which are sometimes completed or sometimes not completed, but we want to check whether it is done or not. So instead of asking directly, okay, for example, you want to recharge your TV connection, okay, so you want to recharge your DTH connection, okay, you all will be having some DTH, what is that? Normal cable is also there. Apart from there, you will be using that dish like Tata Sky or Sun Direct, Videocon. There are so many other DTH. So you want to recharge your TV, and your mom is asking you, hey, for example, I'm taking the name Lakshmi. Okay, Lakshmi, have you recharged the TV? Have you recharged the TV connection or the TV? Simply, we can ask TV. That is what we ask in our home. Like so, Lakshmi can tell yes or no. If she has recharged, she will tell yes. If she hasn't recharged, she will tell, "Oh no, ma, I will do it."
Yes.
Okay, that is what she will be telling. So yeah, so this is called direct way of asking. Direct way of asking whether an action is done or not. So here Lakshmi's mother is directly asking to Lakshmi whether she has recharged the cable connection or not. But sometimes we hesitate. We hesitate to ask we indirectly ask them to do something. And that is what we will be discussing here. Indirectly, we will be asking something to a person, and from that, we can understand whether he or she has done that action or not. Okay, so that will be the first topic today. And the second one is many a time, have you ever? Okay, so these are the two topics which we'll be discussing. Next is how many, how much, and how long. Okay, how many, how long, and how much will also be discussed. And finally, for and since. So in today's class, we will not be discussing for and since because it is a little long topic. Okay, so I will be sharing some more notes with you in the next class. So for and since we can avoid for today. The next Sunday we can discuss. So today three topics will be discussed: how many, how long, how much, many a time, have you ever, and saying whether an action has been done or not. Okay, so we will move on with the examples. First one, yeah, Jaya, can you read it? First one.
You want to know whether the boys have got their results. Money, you told me the other day that you were going to buy a car. Monday is the last day
Okay,
to
that's
the
enough. Jaya, that's enough. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough, ma. Thank you. So here, the first example you can see, somebody is asking. Okay, imagine that you are asking this question or this statement to your friend. You want to know whether the boys have got their results. So here you understood that your friend is so eager or she's so excited to know the result of her boys. Okay, her boys in the sense we can imagine that we are asking this to your mother or to an aunt. Okay, so you can ask this question to some auntie who is having boys. Okay, so she's having two sons or two boys, and you are asking, you want to know, auntie, you want to know whether the boys have got their results. Okay, so it means that she is very tensed. Okay, so she is so much excited to know, oh, what happened to my boys? Have they passed the exam, or are they selected in the exam? Okay, or are they selected for in the interview? Whether they will get job or not. Okay, so she is so much excited, and you understood that she is very worried. Okay, and you are her neighbor, and you understood that that aunt is so worried. So you, instead of asking her, auntie, whether the boys got their results, instead of asking like that, you can ask, auntie, you want to know whether the boys have got their results. That is in just an example in Tamil. அது நம்ம வந்து சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து பாய் உங்க பசங்களுக்கு வந்து ரிசல்ட் வந்துருச்சா இல்லையாங்கிற டென்ஷன் தானே உங்களுக்கு. We understood her problem. Okay, but instead of directly asking, did they get the result or the are the results published? Instead of asking like that, we can ask, you want to know whether the boys have got their results. I understood. This is your problem. இதுதான் உங்க problem. You are so tensed. Okay. So this is just for your understanding. Okay. So next is money. Second example is money. You told me the other day that you were going to buy a car. So imagine that there are two friends. One is Mani and the other one is Ram. Okay. So Mani and Ram are two friends. And Ram discusses everything with Mani. Also, Mani also tells everything with Ram. Okay, they are close friends. And Mani has said Ram one day that he is going to buy a car. Imagine that he said this 6 months back. 6 months back, Mani told Ram that he is going to buy a car. Okay, so now the 6 months is completed. Okay. He told this in November and now it is April. So now the time has gone. 6 months is gone. But Ram is now asking the same thing, the same question to Mani, that Mani, you told me the other day that you were going to buy a car. It means that Ram is asking whether you bought a car or not. So instead of directly asking Mani that did you buy a car or not, instead of like this, he is indirectly asking, Mani, you told me the other day that you were going to buy a car. Okay, so we tell, ஒரு ஒரு லாஸ்ட் மந்த் நீ இந்த மாதிரி சொல்லியிருந்தியே ஒரு கார் வாங்க போறேன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தியே என்னாச்சு it means that did you buy the car or not, he's asking, that is what he's asking, did you buy the car or not. Instead of directly asking, he's just putting a statement like this. So naturally Mani will reply, yeah Ram, actually I didn't buy. Okay, or if he has bought a car, then he will tell, yes Ram, I purchased a Maruti Wagoner, or I purchased a Hyundai i10. Okay, so he will be giving either a positive or a negative reply. That depends on the person. Okay, so next example is, I will read out this. Monday is the last day to pay the bill. So this is somewhat similar to the TV connection example which I said a few minutes back. So instead of just asking, Lakshmi, did you pay the bill, or Sanjeev, did you pay the did you pay the cable? Instead of asking like that, the parent or the housewife or the mom, whoever is in charge for this, she can tell, Monday is the last day to pay the bill. It means if this statement is told in the house, whoever is in charge to pay will be alerted. Okay, so he will be so immediately the person will come and tell, oh yes, see, I forget it, Monday is the last day, right? Thanks for reminding me. We will either tell, sometimes we will tell like that, or if you have paid, then we will tell, yes ma, I have already paid it. If you have paid, then you can tell, yes ma, I have paid the bill, or I have already paid it. If you have not paid, no, you will be telling, oh yes, thanks for reminding, I will pay it today itself. That is what we will be telling. Okay, so an action, whether an action is done or not, is identified here. Next is, I find the desks changed. So here, imagine that we all have seen this situation in our schools. The teacher, when she enters the classroom, sometimes we can see the desks are totally arranged in what to say, in a completely dirty manner. Okay, the students, after playing inside the classroom, they would have arranged it in a so careless way. And the next day when the teacher enters the class, it will she can see that this terrible situation. Okay, she will be very furious to see that the desks are all not in a proper way, they are arranged in different pattern. So she will be telling, I find the desks changed. Instead of asking who changed the desk or who changed the arrangement, instead of asking like this, she can tell, I find the desks changed. I find the desks changed. It means she's asking who has changed it, or why did you do like this. That is what she is asking. Okay, and finally, Kumar, I just wonder whether you have resigned the job. Okay, so imagine that you are having a friend named Kumar. So you are asking Kumar, Kumar, I just wonder whether you have resigned the job. So in the last class, we discussed this topic. I just wonder whether. We discussed 5 examples using I just wonder whether. I just wonder whether is used in cases where we want to ask a question in an indirect way. I just wonder why she remained a spinster till 30 years of age. In the last class, we discussed this example. It means I just wonder why she is still living as a spinster. Spinster means a woman who is not marriage. An unmarried woman is called a spinster and an unmarried man is called a bachelor. Okay, so likewise, I just wonder whether you have resigned the job. It means you want to know, you are asking Kumar that whether he has resigned his job or not. But instead of asking directly, sometimes we don't want to ask directly, right? Or we will hesitate because we will be just thinking upon the emotions. Okay, due to such sentiments, we will not be willing to ask in a direct way. Just going and asking, did you resign your job? Instead of asking like that, you can try asking, I just wonder whether you have resigned the job. Okay, so this is a polite way of asking. You are actually so polite. You are very soft here. Otherwise, going directly and asking that, did you resign your job? Or have you resigned the job? It will hurt the other person. Okay, it will be very painful for the other person. That's why we are asking like this. Are you clear with this, guys? If you are having any doubts, you can clear it. Instead of don't raise your hands if you're having doubts, switch on just on the mic and you can ask. No doubts? Okay, can I move on to the next one? Okay. Okay, fine. So the next example is very interesting. Okay, here it is a so simple concept. Many a time and have you ever. Okay, so today we will be discussing many a time, have you ever, how many, how much, and how long. So first of all, many a time means nothing but we used to tell in our examples like many times I have done this many times. I have gone to this temple many times. I have seen this movie many times. Or you can tell I have watched Ponniyin Selvan 10 times. Okay. So PS1, PS2 is going to be released on 28th, right? So for example, you can tell I will tell that I have watched PS2 two times. Sorry, three times. Two times in the theater and one time in my home. So three times. If anyone has watched more than two or three or four times, then they can tell I have watched PS1 many times. I have watched Ponniyin Selvan many times. So instead of telling many times, you can try telling many a time. What is it? Many a time. So examples are given here, and also only three examples are given for many a time, and the rest of the things are for have you ever. Have you ever is always used in questions. In questions, okay? So I'm asking you, have you ever visited America? It means, have you visited America at least once? Have you ever? Ever means at least once. Okay. Have you ever visited America? Or have you ever driven a car? Okay. So some people don't know how to drive a car. So they will tell, no, I don't know to drive a car at all. Okay. And we can ask, have you ever visited Tanjai Periyakovil or what is it, Brihadishwara temple? So you can tell yes. If you have visited, you can tell yes. Or if not, you can tell, no, I haven't visited. So that is what we are going to discuss here. Yes, so who is ready to read it? I want two people. One can read many a time and other can read have
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can go with many a time.
Many a time as a boy, I have climbed the hill. Many a time I have seen him. Many a time
Okay.
have I visited it.
Okay. So here, the first one is the boy. A person is telling. Okay, a man is telling this. Many time as a boy, I have climbed the hills. So he's telling, when I was a boy, I have climbed the hill many times. So we usually tell many times. Instead of that, try telling many a time. Many a time as a boy, I have climbed the hill. Okay, when I was a small boy, I have climbed the hill many a time. Okay. Next is many a time I have seen him. Huh. If you see a person regularly, whenever you go to temple or whenever you go to a shopping mall, you see a person regularly. So you can tell, yeah, many a time I have seen him. Okay. Next is many a time I have visited it. It's given as have I visited it. That's also correct. Okay. Many a time have I visited it. Okay. For example, I asked you about America. Okay. America is a place, so we cannot tell it it. It can be used to tell some particular place like a temple's name or a beach like that. Imagine Marina Beach. Okay, Marina Beach, Chennai Marina Beach. Many a time have I visited it. It means many a time you have visited Marina Beach. Okay, so this is the example for many a time. Next is have you ever? Yes, Srinidhi, are you there?
Have you ever visited Tirupati? Have you ever seen a lion in real life? Have you ever
Okay,
played cards? Have you traveled by the bullock cart?
okay, thank you. So here we are asking a question. I already said, have you ever is used only in we cannot use this phrase in odd or normal sentences. In ordinary sentences, we cannot use this have you ever. Okay. In sentences ending with a full stop, we cannot use this have you ever. Okay. It is only for question sentences. So have you ever visited Tirupati? Okay, it means have you visited Tirupati at least once in your life? You are asking. Okay. நீங்க எப்போவாவது ஒரு வாட்டியாவது திருப்பதி போயிருக்கீங்களா? Okay, that is what is actually meant here. Okay. The next is, have you ever seen a lion in real life? Okay. Has anyone seen a lion in real life? We only watch in movies, right? In movies or in TV series, in animations we can see, but not in real life. Okay. We would have seen if we go to a zoo or national parks, we can see. Okay. Next is, have you ever played cards? So cards, it's an indoor game. Okay, playing cards is an indoor game. Okay, and we all would be aware of that rummy. Okay, not that rummy circle rummy, simple rummy which we play in our houses. We often call it rummy. Okay, so have you ever played cards? So you're asking this. Next is, have you traveled by the bullock cart? What is bullock cart? What is bullock cart?
மாட்டு
anyone?
வண்டி.
Martun.
Maatu Vandi. Yeah, Maatu Vandi. Yeah. Have you traveled by the bullock cart? Okay, so bullock cart nowadays, bullock cart is not that much familiar. We can see only in a few noticeable places we can see. When I visited the Adiyogi temple, Isha in Coimbatore, I happened to travel in the bullock cart. It's for a small distance. Okay, so I got that fortune. It was my first time. Okay, but it was a good experience. We were nearly 10 to 12 people, 10 people were there. And together we traveled in that bullock cart. Okay, so try traveling in bullock cart. It will be a different experience. Those who have not traveled. Okay. So this is what is discussed for many a time and have you ever. So try to use these words in your day-to-day conversation. Okay, this is what we are actually expecting from teaching these topics. These are very simple. Okay, so when you are using have you ever, we should always use the past tense: visited, seen, played, traveled. Okay, everything is in past tense, V3 form. V1, V2, V3. There are three forms, and we are using the V3 form, third form of the verb. Okay, visited, seen, played, traveled. Everything is in the past form. Okay, and even for many a time, we can see I have climbed. Climbed is the V3 form. Climbed, climbed, climbed. That is how we study in verbs. Verb. Okay. Next is many a time I have seen him. See, saw, seen. So seen is the third form of the verb. Many a time I have visited it. Visited is the third form of the verb. Visit, visited, visited. Okay, the V2 and V3 are sometimes the same. Okay, so V3 is what we are using here. So next is how many, how much, and how long. So how many and how long is given here. How much I will be explaining to you, no issues. So first I will be discussing what is how long. How long is a phrase which is used in questions to show a distance, a time, or a period of time. Okay. How long is to ask a period of time, a time period. Okay. If you want to know something about a period of time, then you can use how long. Okay. To tell in Tamil, we can say, எத்தனை வருஷமா எத்தனை வருஷம் தொழில் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க இல்லைன்னா எத்தனை வருஷமா நீ வந்து டீச்சரா இருக்க. So how long? It means that you are asking a particular period of time. Okay. Likewise, we can also ask this for distance. Okay. How long is your house from my house? It means what is the distance of your house from my house? So how long? How long is used to ask distances. Okay, so what are the uses? First one is to ask a time. Second one is to ask a distance. Okay. And third one, we can use this to ask some measurement. How long is the sari? Saris are generally 5.5 meters or more than that. Okay. A sari, a normal sari is 5 meters long. Okay, 5 meters, and sometimes we buy 5.5 meters. That is the actual measurement of a sari. It is the measurement for a sari. Okay, and everyone will have their own measurement of shirt, t-shirts. Okay, nowadays we are purchasing like small, medium, large, extra large, XL, double XL. This is what the size chart which we are nowadays using. But there is a size for the shirts: 38 centimeters, 40 centimeters, 42 centimeters, 44. Even there is till 46. Okay. So how long is used for three situations. Okay. The first one is to tell or ask a time period. Second one is to ask a distance, and third one is to show a measurement. Okay. So the first, you can see third and fourth sentences, you can see. Yeah, who is there? Jenny, can you read it? Third and fourth.
Okay, ma'am. How long has each of the following been acting in movies? How long has each of the following been producing movies?
Producing movies.
Okay, ma'am.
It's not producing, it's producing. Okay, so here, this is actually a question. Okay, the question mark is missed here. That's okay. So this is a question. Okay, there is a question mark in the end of the sentences. So please note it. Okay, so here a person is asking, how long has each of the following been acting in movies? So imagine that I am just telling the names of few actors: Rajnikant, Kamal Hassan, Amitabh Bachchan. Then I can tell Ranbir Kapoor, and one more. I will take one Malayalam actor, Mohanlal. Okay. So I'm just telling the names of few actors, 5 actors. Okay, and I'm telling these are all the superstars of Malayalam, Hindi, and Tamil cinema. So another person is asking, how long has each of the following been acting in movies? It means everyone will have his own experience. Okay, for example, Amitabh Bachchan started acting so many years before Rajnikant or Mohanlal or Kamal. Okay, because he is the eldest one now. I said 5 names, and Amitabh Bachchan is the eldest actor now. Okay, so he's touching 80, I think. Okay, 80 years, I think. Then comes Rajni, Kamal. Okay. And then comes Mohanlal. Mohanlal is just 62 or 63 years old. And then comes Ranbir Kapoor. Ranbir is the youngest. Okay. Of these five actors, in these five actors, Ranbir Kapoor is the youngest one. But the question is, how long has each of the following been acting in movies? It means each actor has his own experience. So, say Ranbir Kapoor started acting since 15 years. Mohanlal started acting since 40 years. Rajinikanth started acting since 50 years. So, just imagine like this. So that is what the question is actually. How long? How long means எத்தனை வருஷமா? Okay? எத்தனை வருடங்களா has each of the following been acting in movies? Okay, so we can tell, yeah, Mohanlal started acting when he was 20 years old. Amitabh Bachchan started acting when he was 10 years old. Okay, just according to that actor, particular actor, I'm just telling for an example. According to each actor's biography, we can tell. Okay, next is, how long has each of the following been producing movies? Okay, so likewise, I'm telling the names of 5 producers in Indian film industry. Okay, just I'm not familiar with the user names and all. So I'm just telling A, B, C, D. Okay, these are the names of 4 producers. The same question is asked here. In the first one, it was each of the following has been acting, and here each of the following been producing. Okay, so who is the producer? Is anyone aware of that? Who is the producer, ma? What is the role of the producer in a movie?
He only spends the money for the movie.
Okay. He is the fundraiser, we can tell, right? So he is the bank. Without a producer, no movie comes true. It will just be a dream, right? So the contribution of a producer is very important for a movie. So only if a director gets a trustworthy producer, then he will be ready to direct a movie. There are so many directors who are capable of directing brilliant movies. There are so many script writers who are highly talented, who are having so many stories with them. Okay, just classic stories. There are so many writers. Nowadays new writers are coming. We can see in that Vikatan Awards. Every year in Vikatan Awards, new script writers are coming. Just for example, you can take in music field, you can take that Anirudh, right? Anirudh has nowadays gained the name among the masses. He's so young, and his songs are nowadays becoming so trendy. Okay, wherever you go in Tamil Nadu, we can hear at least 10 songs of Anirudh Ravichandran. Likewise, everyone has their own uniqueness. Okay, be it an actor or a singer or a music director or a director, film director. Okay, there are new talents coming up, budding talents are coming up every day. But it all requires a proper source to get released or to get published. Okay, imagine a new writer comes. Okay, there are so many talented writers. Every year, new writers are awarded for their novels, poetry collections, dramas. But what is required is the proper channel through which their works are getting published. Okay, if it is a film requires a trustworthy producer. Okay, a strong producer is required who can fund the required money. For example, like movies for PS2, PS1, Laika Productions. Laika Productions has come up with this PS1 and PS2. Mani Ratnam is the director. He is the film director. He is a legendary director. We all know that. Okay. Still, Mani Ratnam requires a producer who can bring his dreams to the reality. Maniratnam is so famous. He's very skilled. He's what to say? He's having all the ideas. He's a master. Okay, he's a master. He's having all the ideas inside him, but he wants to bring it to the world. So, for which he started looking for a producer who can help him to spend money, crores of money. And finally, he approached, or Laika Productions approached Maniratnam. We can tell that would be better. Okay, so Laika approached Maniratnam, and finally they tied up together and decided to produce the film Ponniyin Selvan. So this is just for your knowledge. I just told what is the example of what is the producer, or the role of a producer, who is a director, film director, the role of a film director. Okay, so this is all for your knowledge. Fine. So next is how many. We are moving on to how many. So how many is used in places where we can count something. I said there are two usages. One is how many and the other one is how much. How many and how much. So some things can be counted and some cannot be counted. Okay, there are two kinds of things, countable and uncountable things. So can you just tell an example for countable things? Things which we can count. Yes. Jaya, can you tell an example for a countable thing?
Books.
Books. Okay. I want examples. Come on. Yeah, Srinidhi.
And tree.
Sorry.
Ma'am, flowers.
Flowers. Okay. Okay, flowers. Okay.
Pens.
Okay, so there are so many pens. Okay. There are so many things which can be counted. Books, tables, pens, pencils, chairs,
What
cards,
about
beds. Then we can, bottles, boxes, cakes, biscuits. There are so many things which can be counted. At the same time, there are also things which cannot be counted. They are called uncountable.
water?
Uncountable objects are also there. Water.
Water.
Yes.
Sugar.
Rice, miss.
Yeah,
Sugar.
rice, sugar. Yeah.
Salt.
Yes. Yeah. All. Yeah, salt. Good. Oil. We can say oil, because oil, any liquid is an uncountable object. Okay. Whatever liquid you take, like water, milk, oil, kerosene, these are all uncountable. We cannot count them. Likewise, like in solid substances, we can tell rice. You said sugar, salt, and rice, sugar, salt. We can even tell mustard, kadig,
Soil.
mustard. We cannot count, right? Soil, good, soil. So many things cannot be counted. So first we have to know the difference between countable and uncountable. So that is the difference first we have to know. Things which are countable and that are not countable. So for countable things, we can use the phrase how many. For example, I'm asking, how many chocolates do you have? How many pencils do you have? How many books do you have? How many keychains do you have? So how many is used with countable nouns. Now coming to how much. How much is not is not there in this PPT, but please understand how much is used with uncountable nouns. How much water do you drink every day? We have to drink 8 glasses of water every day, right? So I can ask, how much water do you drink every day? So I can tell 8 glass. I can't tell 8 glasses. I can tell 2 liters. I drink 2 liters of water every day. Or I can ask, how many glasses of water do you drink every day? How many glasses of water do you drink every day? Here I can ask how many. because I'm asking about the number of glasses. So we can count it, right? 8 glasses, 9 glasses, 10 glasses. So we can ask how many. But if I'm asking the quantity of water in liter, how many liters of water? Okay. Instead of asking how many liters, I can just ask how much water. How much water do you drink every day? Likewise, how much oil do you buy every month? How much oil do you buy every month? Then I can ask how much rice do you eat every day? Some people will have rice only for the lunch. Some people will have for lunch and dinner. Okay, mostly people are nowadays going for the tiffin. Okay, breakfast and dinner, they are opting the tiffin, and only for the lunch they are having rice and sambar, rasam like that. So that is the key difference between how many and how much. How many is something which can be asked for countable objects, and how much is asked for uncountable objects. So here, two examples. The first two examples is how many outpatients does he treat every day? Okay, outpatient means people who visit hospital for just a consultation. If you're having or a cold, you just go to a hospital and consult a doctor and you come back to home, right? That is called, then you are called an outpatient. Inpatient means something who get admitted in the hospital. Okay. Inpatient means those who get admitted in the hospital for more than 1 day or 2 days. Okay. If a person undergoes surgery, then he is an inpatient, not an outpatient, because he has to be there in the hospital at least for 3 to 4 days, even if it is a minor surgery. But outpatient means someone who goes to the hospital, visits the doctor, consults the doctor, and comes back to home. Okay. So every doctors will treat a certain number of outpatients. Some busy doctors will treat many patients, nearly 100 patients every day. But some people will treat only 50 to 60 patients. So that is what it's asked here. How many outpatients does he treat every day? So I can tell he treats nearly 50 outpatients every day. Okay, like that, 50 or 60 or even 10 or 20. Next is, how many bottles of medicine does he prescribe every week? So every week, some doctors prescribe medicines in the bottles. Okay, like in Ayurveda and all, instead of tablets, there will be so many, we will call it kashayam like that. Okay, some bottles, it will be some bitter, it will be somewhat sour and bitter. So bottles of medicine means we have to drink it. Okay, in Ayurveda it is so popular. So how many bottles of medicine does he prescribe every week? So every week I have to buy 4 bottles of medicine. Imagine like that. So somebody is asking me, oh, how many? Oh, okay. How many bottles of medicine does your doctor prescribe every week? Then I can tell, my doctor prescribes 4 bottles of medicine or 5 bottles of medicine every week. Okay. So here we are using how many because we can count the number of bottles. Outpatients, we can count the number of outpatients. But we cannot use this how many with sugar or salt or soil, water, rice. How many rice do you eat every day? Is this question proper? How many rice do you eat every day? This is something a stupid question, right? We cannot ask this. We can just ask how much rice. How much rice? Likewise, how many water? We cannot ask like that. How much water? How much water do you drink every day? So I can tell I drink 2 liters of water or 8 glasses of water. The reply can be given as you like, but the question has to be very clear. Okay, and how many, how long, how much? This is the main concept which we have studied today, and many a time have you ever. So these 5 things are very, very important, guys. Many a time, have you ever, how many, how much, and how long. Okay, and we also discussed saying an action which is done or not in an indirect way. So this is what we have discussed today. Okay, so any doubts in this section? We are about to wind up the session. Guys, any doubts? If you have doubts, you can ask or no. If no, you can tell no. No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, anyone else? Jaya, Srinidhi, who is that? Soundarya, Stephen, Jenny, Devdarshini, Pranav,
No, man.
Lakshmi, anyone? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in the next class we will be discussing the four answers. Okay, four answers we will be. It's a important topic. Okay, and this PPT is not enough, I think, because we need some more examples, basics. Okay, so I have discussed this with Keshavmurthy sir also, and the next class we will be studying four answers. Okay, guys. So can we wind up the session?
Yes, madam.